one on tap between the Tennessee Titans and the New England Patriots. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, it's Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach. Thank you.
That way, at home, season opener, it almost feels like 2 losses. So it's a big fight to get yourselves ready to go to play the next week.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that 2nd win in a row.
The children will grow. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a product of NC State. It's Jacoby Brissett.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Throwing, Brissett. And on the connection, this is Ryan Izzo, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah. And this is caught. A big play there for New England. 57 yards. Pretty good start right off the bat there with throws 1 and 2.
He's not locking in on just 1 target early, is he? Spreading it around a little bit as this game gets started.
Back-to-back 1st downs. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And they will run it with Michel. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. And now we take a peek at the Patriot offense.
It's a quick turnaround right out of the gate because there's a lot to cover in a short period of time. But the best teams, they simplify before they go play that Thursday night game. And they also believe...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Ryan Izzo. His 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week, we're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Now Steven Gostkowski on for the extra point. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So now the Titans get their first shot on offense. They're led out by their big-bodied electric quarterback, Cam Newton.
Cam has all the skills that you're looking for. The arm that can do everything, the ability to run, hard to bring down because of his size. But the joy that he plays the game, I think that's his stock in trade. That's his calling card. That's what sets him apart from other players.
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. Kyle Van Noy in on the stop. And we roll now on the graphics for the offensive starters.
Let's take a look at the left tackle, Taylor Lewan. A big, gregarious guy with great athletic ability. Plays the game with a little bit of an edge. In fact, he doesn't play to the whistle. He plays to the echo of the whistle.
Second down, McKinnon. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for first. For New England, this is how they will line things up defensively. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
He finds McKinnon complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still first down.
From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard, 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 2nd down, McKinnon. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Newton on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big time play.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Succop. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we are tied at 7. That's fielded in the end zone. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary didn't really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On second down, they'll run with White. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
7-7, our score after one. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. All that, and it only nets them a yard. It's second down. On second down, Michelle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Brissett sets to throw it. And he's going to have the hook up to Izzo. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 35 on second down, Brissett. This one taken in by Olabisi Johnson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 21.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Brissett going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. On second down, Brissett again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Back to throw, Newton. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Draw play. This is Henry. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards there. First down. A solid run by Derrick Henry. And here's another 1st and 10. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
After the run, Newton going to throw. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, Newton. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Cam trying to rally his guys to the line as quick as he can. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. And the question now, can the Patriot defense hold firm again on 3rd and goal? From the gun, here's Newton. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Cam Newton in the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll throw now on the final play. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a moment. But first, the NFL season is in full swing. Let's show the good folks what we've got in store for us later this weekend here in Week 2. Some very intriguing games in that early window, highlighted by the one going on at the Superdome. A big test for the Saints as they'll take on the visiting Carolina Panthers. Then, more good stuff to follow later in the afternoon. One good one being under the dome in Indy, where it'll be the Colts taking on the New York Jets. And finally, Monday Night Football. They've got a good one lined up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Bucks. In our game, it was Cam Newton who led the way in that first half. His guys have the lead in Foxborough as we get you back to Gillette Stadium in Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 16 yards, a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. On first down now, run with McKinnon. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On first down, McKinnon again. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Derrick Henry, and he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Well, they had that one snipped out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now Newton. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Succop's kick is good. And that moves them up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage just come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They'll pick up another first down with that run.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup of 38. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's White. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. James White, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Extra point try for Gostkowski. And he gets it to go, and we're all even. 17 apiece. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. From the 29, Newton. He finds Taylor, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Henry out of the pistol. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From just shy of midfield, Newton. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Back now in Foxborough. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Back now in Foxborough. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. The Titans on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Newton. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They snap it to Newton. Sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Now it's Henry. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
2nd down and goal. Newton, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point put through by Succop. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That time a 9-play drive. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now a pass dropped off here for James White. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Flush, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Ed Oliver forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Patriots take over. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On the draw, here's White. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brissett, he's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
You've got to get out of bounds. You absolutely have to get out of bounds.
Right idea, working the perimeter, but the clock rolling. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He finds his man Johnson. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. Here's Brissett. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. 5. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, one-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick six.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So the Patriots now down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. Here's Brissett. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jeffrey Simmons in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. It's caught. This is White. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. It's 3rd and long for Brissett. He's going to let it fly. It got his man complete. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Now in desperation, this is caught at the 20. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. On the draw, it's White. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Opting to run again here with White. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And, of course, this win, a big one. They can hang their hat on this victory on the road against the defending Super Bowl champs.
And you know how difficult it is for the team that wears the crown, because they're going to get everyone's best shot. So let's face it, they circled this game. We're going to go in there and take down the defending Super Bowl champs. This is our opportunity. They're not going to walk out of here with a trophy today, but they will walk out with respect around the league. And to them, that's vitally important.
So for Tennessee,